Hey, this is Tim, licensed loan officer. And on this video, we're going to talk about renting versus owning. Thank you so much for watching. And it's always an honor to be here with you. And before we get into the video, renting versus owning, I want to let you know what this channel is about. This channel is all about buying your first home for first-time home buyers. It's about having excellent credit, leveling up, making extra money through investment properties or other things and budgeting related. If you like those kind of topics and things like that, consider subscribing to this channel. Let's get into the benefits of home ownership, okay? So I got a list here. And the first one on my list is ownership and control. One of the biggest benefits of buying a home is the ownership. You own that property. There's a title, there's a deed, and your name on it. And owning something gives you a sense of pride. It's yours. You own it. No one else owns it. No one else can take it away from you. As long as you pay the taxes or your mortgage payment, you own it. It's yours. You're the king. Now that's huge. If you want to be in complete control of your housing, owning a home could be the great option for you if you like that ownership. And then the control part. Control means you control it. If you want to remodel it, remodel it. If you don't want to remodel it, don't remodel it. If you want to do whatever you want, it's yours. So ownership and control, I think, is a big plus to owning a home. The next one, I think, is increase privacy and security. So owning a home usually is a standalone unit. And what I mean by that is that with a condo, there's a neighbor right next to you. So sometimes you can't blast your music, Sometimes you have to be considerate of your neighbor. And when you own your own home, you can play the music as loud as you want. And that kind of privacy is nice. You can walk around the house with no clothes on. It's your home. You can do whatever you want inside your home. So you get a little bit more privacy. When you rent, yes, your neighbors see you come in and out. They see what you're doing. They're a little nosy, Hopefully you get some cool neighbors. But when you own a home, there's usually some room between you and the other house. So you have more privacy and a little more security, because if you want to put a camera up on your home, you could do that. So there's a little bit more ownership and security with your home. And security depends on where you buy a home. Some areas are great. Some areas could be a little bit, not as great, but you get a little bit more security and home ownership owning a home opposed to renting or leasing. And this is the biggest one, and this is one I like with owning a home, is that you build equity. Equity. So equity means is that when you buy a home, homes usually go up in value because think about it. There's only so many homes. There's only so much land. So with that, since it's only so much to go around, if you own one, over time, it usually goes up in value. Now, that's not all the case, but generally speaking, 9 out of 10 times, homes in a decent area go up in value. So let's say you buy a home for $100,000 and then, inflation and things like that hit. Next year, that home could be worth $110,000. So that means you have $10,000 worth of equity. And what that means is that if you go to sell that home, you would get a check for that $10,000. Now, when you sell a home, there are some fees. So you may not get the full $10,000, but the bottom line is that owning a home, you build equity. And that's a form of wealth. You're buying a home that you live in, and it can go up in value. Now, even if it doesn't go up in value, you're still making your payments. And as you make your payments, your balance goes down. So when your balance goes down, that's equity. So if I paid $100,000 for a home, and after a year, I paid $10,000 worth of payments, I have $10,000 with equity. Now, when you rent, You have to make your rent payment no matter what, and you don't get any equity. Now, the landlord and property management get a little bit of equity, but you don't. So, and then I like this second one is that buying a home has investment potential. And what that means is that a home, you could have a business, you can have an Airbnb, you could turn that into a rental property. Owning a home has the potential to earn you money. I've seen people turn a garage into a 1-unit apartment and rent that out. Buying a home gives you investment potential. So depending on your home, you can rent out a room. You could find ways to make money with your home. Now, we call that house hacking. And I made a video about that, and hopefully I can put that in the description or below. It's called house hacking. House hacking is when you turn your primary where you live to generate income as well. And that's the benefit of owning a home, is that you can turn it into money makings where now you got some money coming in. Another one. This is a big one. I like this one too. Owning a home has tax benefits. So what that means is that at the end of the year, after you make all your mortgage payments or whatever, continue to make your mortgage payments, you get something in the mail called a 1098A or 1098C. What that means is that the interest you paid on your mortgage, if you have a mortgage payment, is tax deductible. So you could get a tax deduction based on the interest. So you save money on your taxes by owning the home. And also, when you buy your home, you pay closing costs. Now, you can write off that closing cost as a tax deduction. So owning a home has tax benefits. So every year, if you have no deductions, you're a single guy. Now, I don't say go buy a home just to get a tax deduction. Just like you don't have a baby to get a tax deduction. But generally speaking, that's another benefit. If you own a home, you can write off your taxes. You can write off your closing costs. So it has tax savings. So you do save money on taxes owning a home. That's a huge benefit because over the years, you're going to keep saving money by writing off the taxes. So you save money and there's tax benefits to owning a home. Next one here. A home is stable. So owning a home is stable. What that means is that it's stable. You don't have to worry about signing a lease. You don't have to worry about having to move. You don't have to worry about your neighbors. It's stable. You're in a community. It's your home. As long as you cut your grass, make your mortgage payment and things like that, it's stable. Stay as long as you want. And you're going to realize some people have had homes for 30, 40 years. They moved in there. They like the home. They like the neighborhood. They maintain it. And everything's fine. So that's a benefit. It's stable. If you're a stable person, you don't like change, you don't like being told what to do or moving around or unpredictable, buying a home is a great option for you because it gives you that stability. It's your home. Just stay in there, make your mortgage payment, and enjoy your life. Now, if any of these relate to you, comment below. Let me know what you think. And if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Some more benefits of owning a home is that you're involved in a community. Now, whether you like it or not, owning a home is a community. When you buy a home in that community, you're part of that community. When you pay taxes on your home, that's included in your mortgage payment, that goes to the police, the city council. So I've got pulled over one time and the cop looked at my ID and said, "Oh, you live in the city. I'll give you a break." Because he basically knows I live in the city. I'm part of the community. And yeah, he caught me, going a little too fast, but gave me a warning. And I'll probably see him again. So you're part of that community. And when I moved into my first home, my neighbors, said, "Hey, Tim, welcome. It's a quiet area, this and that." It's a community. And you're always welcome to attend your city council. So your city council usually meets once or twice a year. And you can vote on certain things that you want the community to have or not have. So you're part of that community and you get to choose what community you want to be in. So based on the city and area, you can pick where you want your house to be and where you want to move to. All right. I like this one here. This one is freedom to personalize your space. Yes, you have a lot more freedom. When you lease or rent and you want to paint a wall, you can paint it. But when you move out, you got to paint it or pay a fee. And there's just certain things you can't tweak. You can't change the countertops if you rent a home or something like that. You probably could, but it'll be stupid. Why would you, spend a lot of money and invest in that rental home and add value? That's their job to remodel, home. But when you own a home, if you remodel the kitchen, the bath, if you expand something, you just added value to your home. You just made it worth more. So when you own a home, yes, you can personalize it however you want it to be. It's yours. And that's a huge benefit. And I like this one. Usually owning has outdoor space. So it usually has a backyard. So that's a huge benefit. You have your own backyard. And what I did with my backyard, I put a privacy fence up. And it's so great. I literally walk outside and I can't see my neighbors and stuff. And when I first got it, my neighbor's like, "You don't like us?" I said, "No, I love you guys." I just always wanted a privacy fence. So having a backyard is huge, especially if you have pets, you like to barbecue, or you just want to look at a green lawn or kids. Having a backyard is a huge benefit. And some of them have a fence. So a fence is another benefit. But if you don't have a fence, you could put a fence up. It just depends on the community and area. So if you want a backyard, you want some more space, owning a home, that's a huge benefit, having a backyard. Also a garage. You're more likely to have a garage if you own a home. What else? We're almost done. Buying a home is great for families. Yes. If you have a family, a couple of kids, taking care of a mom or a brother, owning a home is a lot better. You have more space, more control. It's more stable. Kids usually growing up, they need to be in the same school district. You don't want to uproot them to a different area. Would have to make all new friends. So it's very stable. And then there's stats that people that own homes, usually your children are a little bit more successful because they're just a little bit more stable. Because a lot of times you don't usually rent for 18 years, but you can easily stay in a home for 18 years. So that's another benefit. This is another one. I like this one. Buying a home helps your credit. That's right. It helps your credit. When you make your mortgage payment every single month, your mortgage servicer reports that to the credit bureaus, and it helps your credit. So buying a home will give you excellent credit. Now, don't buy a home just to build credit. Now, it doesn't give you excellent credit, but it builds your credit and gives you payment history. So that's a benefit. Buying a home helps your credit, and we all want good credit, and this credit's important. In this world, things are changing where people are looking at more and more credit. So that's another benefit. It can help your credit. Now, when you make your rent payment, that usually does not affect your credit. Rent has nothing to do with your credit. Now, you can add your rent to credit if you go to Xperia Boost, if you're looking to build credit. But if you're not looking to build credit, I would not add your rent to your credit report. But that's a benefit. A couple more benefits here, and then we're done. I think this video is getting a little long. You can't have me talk about renting and owning because I could talk all day about that. This is what this channel is about. So another benefit of owning a home is that it's forced savings. And what forced savings mean is that when you make your mortgage payment, your balance goes down. And it's basically like you saving money, because if I owe $90,000, I make a payment of $2,000. Now that's $2,000 inside my home. That if I sell my home, I can sell my home for the difference. So it's kind of like a savings account. It really is. And that leads into the next point. You can convert your home into cash. Yes. So if you live in a home and your home goes up in value, sometimes you buy a home and it goes up in value and you didn't do anything. What happened, maybe that they built a Walmart, and when they built a Walmart, that now it's a shopping center, and now the property value in your area goes up. If the property value in your area goes up, your home goes up. And let's just say your home went up $100,000. You can borrow 80% of what your home is worth. So you can't take out all the money, but you can borrow, you can tap into your equity. And there's a few ways you can tap into your equity. The first way you could tap into your equity would be a cash out refinance. So you refinance your current mortgage. So you refinance it and take money out. So you refinance on top of money you want to put in your pocket. So a cash out refinance is one way. Another way you can do it is a home equity line of credit. And what that is that you have your first mortgage and then you have a line of credit. A line of credit is like almost like a credit card attached to your home. Now you want to be careful with these because if you don't pay that, you can potentially lose your home. But they say your home is worth $100,000. They'll give you a line of credit for $50,000, $60,000, depending on your credit. And now you're borrowing that money against your home, and that is secured debt, and that carries a lower interest rate than a credit card or a personal loan. So you can always tap into that. You could also sell your home. That's a way. And I think there's one more way you can tap into your equity. I think it's not a equity line of credit, is a HE loan. So a HE loan is this, you just take out another loan against your home. It's like a line of credit, but it's just a loan. So you don't have to refinance. But the bottom line is your home is cash. A lot of people don't look at it that way. But let's say you remodel your home, it goes up in value. There's a lot of different ways, or just make your mortgage payment. There's a lot of different ways your home will go up in value, and there's a lot of ways you can tap into that cash. And that cash can be used to pay off your debt. That cash can be used to buy another home or another investment home or another primary home. That cash can be used for savings and investing. Sometimes take the money out and invest it. The bottom line is you have money in your home, so that's a huge benefit. By making your mortgage payment, you can build wealth and equity. And let's see, I'll put this down here. More control over your payment. Yes. So a housing payment, you have control. What I mean by control is that home payment do not go up. The only way your mortgage payment can go up if your property taxes go up. So sometimes if you're in a nice area or your area is just going up, the city may say, hey, your home is worth a lot more money, Uncle Sam, so your property taxes can go up a little bit. Now, the good news is that when you buy a home, you're locked in here. And let's say property taxes are here now. They'll raise you slightly. But if someone buys a home, they're locked in at the new rate. So as soon as you get in a home, you're locked in at a certain tax bracket, and they're not supposed to go up as fast as new people. So the bottom line is, there's mainly two ways that your mortgage payment can go up. Either your taxes go up, like your property taxes, but that's a good thing. Remember, now your property's worth more, so your Uncle Sam wants to charge a little more taxes, or your homeowner's insurance. So sometimes homeowner insurance can go up a little bit if you file a claim or something. But other than that, you just make your mortgage payment and it stays the same. Now with rent can go up anytime the landlord decides. So anytime you're up for a lease or renewal, the landlord could charge you more. With a mortgage payment, it cannot go up. The mortgage company, if you get a fixed rate, they can't raise your payment. And your taxes and homeowner insurance, you can control that a little bit. You can contact the city and say, hey, this taxes is giving me hardship, submit some pay stubs, show some proof, and they can lower your taxes. Because remember, they want to work with you. They don't want you to lose your home. They don't want you're part of the community. You pay taxes. And if your homeowner insurance go up, you can always shop around for different homeowners insurance. But your payment's more predictable and it can stay the same. So some people have stayed in a community for 20 years and they have a real low mortgage payment opposed to the people that are coming in buying because home prices went up, taxes went up, but they're locked in there. So, and the last benefit here of home ownership is that there's health benefits. That's right. You are more likely to have less stress owning a home. They've done research on that. Owning the home, it's just less stress. You don't have to worry about getting kicked out. You're stable, you're happy. And look at some people really tweak their home. Some people have like decks and man caves and all kinds of nice stuff. But there's health benefits to owning a home. And if you pay off your home, you don't have a mortgage payment. So now you just live rent free. And ideally, you want to have your mortgage paid off before you retire. And you can pay more on your mortgage. Knock it out. Can you imagine how much money you'll have if you don't have a mortgage payment? You just pay taxes twice a year and your homeowner's insurance once a year. Huge benefits. And that's how you can build a lot of wealth. So that was a lot. This video went very long. Wow. If you stuck this far, thank you so much if you watched all this. Now, I wanted to say one more thing. Deciding whether to rent or own, it's really up to you. Think about it. It's a big decision. If you have questions, feel free to contact me, comment. I'll love to talk it out with you, but it's a big decision. And only you can make that decision. Don't listen to friends and family, but you can ask them for advice, but decide if it's right for you. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And again, I'll see you again on the next video. Thanks. Buddha.